Just for Pearl, this one. We found Captain Jack on possibly Pearl's last trip out.
Good morning, beautiful morning. It's the 14th of October and we're at Seacroft Holiday Village at Mablethorpe.
We are. We got here yesterday afternoon, straight from visiting SNL.
In the rain.
Oh, the weather was terrible yesterday. It is very, very sunny, but it's very cold and it's very windy. Now, as you know, we're a budget channel. We don't have any external microphones, so hopefully the wind noise isn't going to be terrible. We're going to have a wander into Mablethorpe and we'll tell you exactly why we're in Mablethorpe a bit later on.
Do do do.
It's really not that good, honestly. Right, so if you walk through the caravan park itself, you can get to the seafront just through a little gateway.
When you come over the steps, it's left to Mablethorpe and it's right to Sutton-on-Sea, and they're both about the same distance away from the campsite, so you can walk in either direction.
Right, we found a break from the wind. Do you want to explain why we're in Mablethorpe?
Yes, well, 2.5 years ago in April 2021, when we were released from lockdown and allowed to go back out and stop overnight, our first visit was to the Camping and Caravanning Club site here at Mablethorpe.
It was the first time we'd slept overnight, not on the drive in Pearl.
Yeah, because obviously quite a few times.
We slept on the drive. We got it in December 2020 and then we slept on the drive quite a few times just because we were excited. But yeah, as Heather said, Mablethorpe was the first visit overnight in Pearl, and shock horror, if you've been following these videos in sequence, you'll know that yesterday we were at SNL looking at a van, and if all's gone well we'll have had that new van and this will be the last time we're out in Pearl. Yep. So bittersweet really in a way. We did actually sort of say, when Heather said we were going to go and look at the van, I said, how far is it from Mablethorpe? Is it accessible? And it was a couple of hours, weren't it? Mm-hmm. But we thought, being the old romantics that we are, it would be sort of it would be fitting to go to the first place we came in Pearl to be the last place, didn't we? So that's why we've done it, and yeah, hopefully everything's turned out okay. You'll have seen the van obviously in the video, but we will by now hopefully have done a van tour and a proper look round the new van, and hopefully announce what we're going to call it. Nothing really should change on the channel other than if people really just followed us because we'd got a CV20 and they've left because of that.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. There's nothing.
Hopefully you'll stay, because there's always a chance that you in the future could be looking for a new van. And
it's not just that. No. To be honest, if you've been watching recently, there's been less and less about the van because we did everything we needed to do to it. Yeah. It's just about two old farts sticking around and going to the pub, to be fair. If
you're new to the channel because you've brought a CV20, there's plenty of information.
Heritage videos, yeah.
And obviously with the new van, fingers crossed that it all goes as has all gone well, there'll be more information videos on that, because
there will, but
there's different kit in it.
There is. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, the stuff about the charging system and all that, but I won't be messing with woodwork and stuff.
Oh God, no.
It's too nice for me to bodge. I'll be going to see the guys at SNL and going, can you put me a shelf in here? Can you do this? But yeah. Anyway, can we go and find a chip shop?
Not yet.
Can we go and find a pub? Sometime today.
Oh, of course.
Thanks.
It's only 10 to 12.
10 to 12? It's all day drinking now, you know.
No, no, when you said about chip shop.
Chip shop. What you got?
Got a sausage.
Yeah, we haven't done a great deal of filming in the town. It's just too windy. We can't get anything done. We just tried to go in a bar. It says dog friendly, the Beck or something. It's only dog friendly if you want to sit outside with your dog.
It was undercover where you could sit, but it was still open.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not wanting to sit outside. It's just freezing cold. It really is cold. So what we're doing, we're going to walk back to the site where the van is. There is a bar on site, and we're going to look at their menu for a meal tomorrow, see what it's like. I asked Heather what sea it was there, and we're not sure.
Well,
we think it still might be the North Sea, but it...
You've got the North Sea that way, and the English Channel that way, and I'm not really sure whether there's...
something in the middle.
Oh, more sea.
Any of you submariners out there, tell us what the sea is at Mablethorpe.
I think it might still be the North Sea.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the North Sea, to be honest. Please do not feed the geese. You'd have a job. Even I can see from here they're not real. So yeah, we did. I think we sat on these benches here and had fish and chips when we came 2.5 years ago. Yeah, we are creatures of habit.
We parked somewhere near where that...
We're the AC/DC of YouTube channels. Pretty much every vlog's the same, but if you like them, you listen to them, don't you? You know what I mean? Heather's just said to me, it seems longer than 2.5 years, and it does. I sat in the van this morning and felt quite sad that this is the last weekend we're going to use Pearl. I know it was always going to happen, but we'd sort of set...
we sort of hoped it was going to be by now.
Yeah, we did, that's right.
When we ordered our van in February.
But I think then when the date kept getting pushed back, and the last time we went to SNL they said it's looking like February, maybe. We were then thinking, Christ, I hope we get the van for May, because we're going to do a big tour of Scotland in May. And so I'd sort of set, well, it's going to be 6 months easy before we actually get this new van. And then all of a sudden, 3 days ago, oh, by the way, do you want this van? It's sort of come of a bit of shock. So, to reenact 2.5 years ago, I remember walking up this ramp and going to camera. This is my first sight of the sea for 3 years or something, however long I said, because obviously we'd had lockdown and stuff like that. You know, it wasn't, but I'm just saying. And that gate wasn't shut, and I walked onto the beach there, and that was the first bit of sea I'd seen for a long time because of lockdown.
With our Millie dog.
Oh yeah, poor Millie. Yeah, that's right. I think you know, when we do wave Pearl off, there are going to be a lot of memories, luckily with the YouTube channel, that we can relive. And as we've said, that does help us, being a diary. But yeah, to think that, you know, Millie was in that van with us and stuff, it's sad really. One thing I will say is, on the promenade at Mablethorpe, the land train's a bit crap. Right, so this is where we're stopping. Seacroft Holiday Village, I think, is the actual title. See on the left there, there's a little shop, closed today. So we've just walked just along the road. There's a little corner shop 2 minutes up the road. There's a club on site, Seacroft Club. Dogs are okay to go in, and they do meals and stuff. So we're going to go and have a look in there later. It's mainly caravans and lodges and stuff on here. A lot of privately owned ones, I think. There's our pitch. Look, it's quite strange how they're set out. You'd normally have to back across the grass to get to the back lots of pitches, but it's that boggy. We had to go in at a jaunty angle and get in. And then he's not put anybody on them ones up there simply because the grass is that wet. The toilet blocks are there. And then, like I say, there are a few more hard standing pitches around there, which I'll show you in a minute. Obviously the bins and stuff, rubbish is there at the back of the club. But yeah, Just up there at the end is your Elson and your fresh water, and then you've obviously got your electric points. But as you can see, basically what they are, they're offset from each other, so you're back in between. Right, so carrying on round, like I say, the toilets and the showers are in there. I'll stick some footage in Heather took earlier, and then there are a few more hard standing pitches around here. Reception is just that white building there. But yeah, it's very limited for the tour inside. About 20 pitches, I think.
I'm not even sure there's 20.
Not even sure there's 20. We don't know anymore. I'm not going to count them. But no, there's probably not. There's probably only about 15. Anyway, it's all right. Like I say, 25.50 a night with hookup on the hard standing, plus £1 for the dog. It's all right. Not a bad walk into Mablethorpe. You just follow the road round up there. Heather's going to have a look now on the map. May even tell us how many pitches there are.
8, 5, so 13.
13 touring site pitches, that's it.
That's all right, we got one.
And we got one, yeah. So, yeah, it's just really, the part that we're concerned with is this circle here, just by the pub, which was nice.
Yep.
We just had a quick drink in the clubhouse. Booked a table for tomorrow for Sunday lunch. Heather's got rugby all weekend. So we're going back to the van now, and Heather's going to watch 2 rugby games. I'm just going to chill, man. Catch you later. Goodbye. Morning.
Morning.
What is it?
It's the 15th of October.
Sunday morning.
Special day for us today.
Special? Yeah, we've been together 6 years today. But anyway, enough of the bad news.
The lucky man. Look at the smile on his face.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he's happy.
It's yeah, no, I am happy. It's a lovely sunny day. It's very cold again though.
Gorgeous.
Slightly less wind today. We didn't put the heating on in the van last night. We had it on while we were watching the rugby, but then we turned it off to go to bed, and we checked overnight. Went down to 10.5 degrees in the van last night. Bloody freezing when we woke up this morning. Anyway, we're walking into Sutton-on-Sea.
Yep.
This morning, just for a walk out really, and then
Got a dinner booked.
Yeah, we've got a dinner booked on site in the pub we popped into yesterday. It's, what is it, some sort of carvery, but
I don't think it's carved.
it's a plated up carvery. Yeah. There's not a great deal we could do. We couldn't find anywhere we could take the dog inside, so we've gone with that. Hopefully it'll be okay. Although I'm happy, I'm quite subdued really. We could, well, we are. Tonight is going to be the last night we ever sleep in Pearl, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to go home early Monday morning tomorrow, and I'm off work. You're off work as well.
Yep.
We're going to try and have the whole afternoon returning her back to factory spec, give or take, obviously. Taking all our personal stuff out and cleaning, putting the bike rack back on. You get the idea. So yeah, feeling happy about the new van, but sad in a way. Sort of end of an era, isn't it really? Well, it is, because, you know.
And we're not having Pearl 2.
No, we're not calling it Pearl 2.
So
but yeah,
have unique names.
Yeah, and also it'll be the sort of, the channel name will have to change. We've already sort of partly done that, as you know, with the intro. It says Rick and Heather Campervanners, and it says Rick and Heather Pearl the CV20 on the actual main YouTube page. We'll probably just drop the Pearl the CV20 and probably call the YouTube channel Rick and Heather Campervanners, I think. I'll have to see how it works. Maybe keep dropping the hashtag Pearl the CV20 on the channel, just so it still stays relevant in the searches. I don't know. I'm not really great with Google and stuff. if anybody knows how it works, let me know. That would be great, because I don't. I was just going to sort of keep dropping it in the, you know, in the description. But yeah, somebody could say in the you know, on a campsite, oh, have you seen that Elddis CV20? And of course we won't exist as that. I don't know, does it really matter? I don't know, because we don't know, do we?
Facebook page and everything, aren't you?
I will have to change the Facebook page name, yeah, but it'll just be Rick and Heather,
which you've already added anyway.
Yeah, I'll just drop the Elddis CV20. It just, I don't know, I'm not that, it seems weird now, you know, because being known as Elddis CV20 was sort of a little bit anonymous. Sort of YouTube channels that have your name in them seem a bit odd to me now. I hope I haven't regretted doing that really, but we'll see.
Well, like you say, what can you do?
Yeah, well, you can't really. I'm not changing it again because the app title's at Rick and Heather. If you search on YouTube, you see. It is what it is. Could be, I suppose it could be really bad and put on tour on the end. I mean, who'd do that? I'm only joking. But there's so many people on tour, aren't they? You know, I don't mean that. If anybody is on tour, I'm only taking the piss, you know me.
Yo!
What are you doing? Yeah, it's a bit calmer today. There's still the odd gust of wind, but certainly not as bad. What are you doing?
Off the grass. No. Oh, on the beach. It was Cliff's 83rd birthday yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah. Still going the old codger.
I bet he is. We're just in Sutton on Sea now. Heather's just said, oh, look at that old bus. I do like old buses, but I'm not a oracle on them. I can see it says it's a Leyland, but that's about my lot. Look at that. It's a beauty. Flowers are still lovely. Wonder what that flag is, whether it's obviously a Lincolnshire flag or something. Good morning. It's very early on Monday morning. We've just had our last night in Pearl. We will finish this vlog off in our normal way as we set off, but we'll let it get a bit lighter first. So stick around for our final musings on this weekend.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, it's the 16th of October and we're heading home from Mablethorpe.
We sat up last night for ages talking about the last night in the van and stuff, and it was just weird. We have no regrets, it's just weird. I think I said earlier in the video, we thought we were going to be waiting till next year for the new van, and this has just come like a bolt out of the blue, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And it's been a bit of a shocker. So this video will have been a bit weird. It'll also be very talking heavy and not a lot of what we did, because we have made the most of sitting in the van, and haven't we really? Do you know, it's been really strange for us. It's been really strange for us. But as we always say, we do like to be open and honest and share exactly what we've done. We don't like to make it look more exciting than it is. Sometimes it is just two old farts sat there chatting crap.
Rick asked me yesterday, was I sad to see Pearl go? And I said, I think because it's happened so fast, I'm more excited about getting the new van. than thinking about, being melancholy. I don't know.
Melancholy is a good enough analogy. Yeah.
About Pearl going. I like to say, she's done us proud. We passed 16,000 miles this morning.
We did.
In her. So in 2.5 years.
It's funny actually. We've just gone past Brown Hills, and I said to Heather, 16,000 miles ago, we were driving along this very road to go home
in the snow,
and we're actually driving on the same road now. It's weird. So yeah, we're going to wrap this one up here. What we will say is, if you have stuck with it, this one's been a bit weird. We appreciate that, but it's kind of cathartic for us. We had to sort of express how we were feeling with letting the van go and stuff. We're going to go straight home now and de-pearl the Pearl.
Yeah.
Everything's got to come out. It's got to go back to standard spec as much as we can. Got to put the bike rack back on, etc, etc. By the time that you see this video, it will have gone. We've got a potential buyer. You'll know if you're on the Facebook group what's happened already. As we've said, join the Facebook group for more up-to-date stuff. We don't sort of keep secrets on there. The YouTube channel's way behind. So thanks for watching. We've waffled far too long, but forgive us for this time. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.